Hey guys, so this is a 2K vintage blaster. Has a Liquitron power gauge. So what am I going to do with this? Well, I've been commissioned to make a left-handed version of my RC bead 2K. So this is going to be super fun. So this is basically all the pieces that we need. We have our connector here. This is going to be going off to the left. Then we have a small piece of PVC thin wall, because that's what I had laying around from a previous project. And this is the regular inside diameter that we will be using for the actual RCB, but this is just as a connector between our elbow and our T, and that'll be sitting flush. I'm actually probably just going to hot glue that, since it's not going to be taking a whole lot of force throughout its use, whereas back here it's going to be having to take a lot of jostling and the whatnot, so I'm going to make sure I epoxy that really good. I actually need to get a pair of pliers to take that out. Okay, at this point I'm kind of wrapping things up. I have re-greased the pump with this plumber's faucet grease. It's basically just silicone grease, or yeah, I think it's silicone grease. Doesn't really matter. Grease is grease. I've hot glued the trigger so it's super snappy. Went ahead and put in new tubing since the old tubing didn't quite reach. Now I think what we can do is go ahead and throw this power gauge back in here. I might have to go ahead and grind that down just so that it'll fit. This power gauge is just useless now, but it's just to fit the mold, fit the aesthetic. So most everything here has been hot glued into place just to keep it there, to keep it from moving too much, especially the tank, just to prevent the entire RCB apparatus from wiggling. That was an issue with my 1.0, and this is my 2.0. The RCB is off to the left because the commissioner is left-handed, so whereas I usually use my right hand, this commissioner is going to be like this. And they assume, I presume, if you're left-handed, you're usually left eye dominant. So that's not going to be an issue for them. It will be an issue for me, but it won't be an issue for them. This joint has been hot glued since it's not going to have too much stress on it. This has been epoxied, PVC cement, and then epoxy for added strength. And I think this is going to be really solid. I'm going to try out a couple different barrels. This is the first barrel. This is about a 6-inch barrel. Should be great for elite darts. Maybe I have to go a little bit longer for the slugs. We'll have to find out. I'll figure that out pretty soon. Okay guys, so this is the finished RCB 2K. Now this is a 7-shot slug clip for it. It holds 7 slugs, but right now I've got 3 elite darts in there and 1 slug. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot the slug. It's getting about 60-foot ranges with not being fully pumped. That elite dart I think went well over 80. That one fishtailed, but still hitting about 60. And then our last dart hits close to 75, so this is a remarkable little blaster. I'm very pleased with the way this turned out, and I hope that the commissioner is just as pleased with it. Thanks for watching, guys.